transformation of slavery in an independent South. I have seen time and time again claims that slavery was not economically violent, and that within even a few decades, the South abolished the institution of being held by other parents, a relatively normal state in this time period. Now, I have already partially touched on this at the start, but I fear that this is a too optimistic, too liberal, ideological view of history as unstoppable progress, where the march of capitalism will convert the southern slave owners, make them realize their own system is inefficient, and self-destructing the institution they have just fought a violent civil war over. On the other side of the coin, this is also an argument often raised by lost causes, people who have sympathies for the South, trying to change the focus of the war to states' rights rather than slavery. For these Southern sympathizers, slavery is a very inconvenient part of their narrative. So, arguing that the institution was destined to be abolished in many ways makes it much easier for them to lament the loss of the South. But it's important to differentiate between the morality of the system, which in the case of slavery was obviously in the gutter amongst the worst thing humanity has done in search of profit, to its viability to continue. I think it's very valuable to recognize the very, very real chance that slavery could have continued way into the 1900s if the South had won us. There is no law of history that forces the good guys to win. The march of democracy and liberty is not self-evident. It is hard fought, won, and defended across centuries. In the 60s, the Canada Pension Plan was created to establish a bonus for a guaranteed benefit for all working Canadians and to help
Where it's called the CP.
where liberty was under serious threat, which the American Civil War very are important to discuss. To do justice to the institution, the Confederates fought even as underestimating the commitment to and German the off slave system in the South leads to a warm and damaging view of the Civil War. Now, it's safe to say that slavery is historically a very dynamic institution. Across different eras, different societies, it has taken different forms. And even in the modern day, it is not fully eradicated, with an estimated 50 million people still enslaved today. Some of these are part of very well-known supply chains. We know that slave labor contributes to mining operations in Africa, that it contributes to coffee and cacao production, yet the massive societal outrage for these practices, despite living in the era of social media, is very lacking. In that light, the idea that the people of Europe would, in the latter 1800s, be so outraged about the institution that anything for Jews and Confederates and boycott it seems unlikely. Now, it is true that Britain once had a massive, homegrown abolitionism, which successfully fought for the abolition of the institution of health and the destruction of the slave trade abroad. One of the greatest success stories of societal protest movements.
He's watching.
Yet,
I don't know, it's
they
anime,
even
so I don't
care
know.
that they were protesting
What
their
are you
own
watching?
government.
I'm watching Berserk.
The YouTuber?
No, the show.
That's
Anime.
a shirt. That's an anime.
Yeah.
What is it about?
So it's about this guy named Guts with a big sword fighting demons.
Is that with the dude with the little, just the dog-looking thing with the chainsaw on his head?
No, that's Chainsaw. Berserk. You should watch Berserk. He's fiction. The girl gets molested by a horse.
What?
First 3 episodes. The girl gets molested by a horse.
That'll be